Hi there, and welcome to another fabulous episode of Famous Interviews with Famous People. I am your wonderful host, Devin Shotsky, and today we have a very special guest, and we mean that wholeheartedly. The star of Cheers, and I guess you could claim that.
Shelley Long?
No. And the star of the Look Who's Talking movies. I don't know why they claim that. Kirstie Alley. Welcome, Kirstie.
What do you mean by special? Do you mean special in a good way? Or what are you implying about me? I may be fat, but I'm not stupid. And why wouldn't I be proud of Cheers? I was on there for 6 years and I won an Emmy for my work there. Where's the Twinkie? You know, that green room sucked. It took me only 2 hours to finish all that food. I specifically demanded that there be 3 turkeys, 1 ham, and 1 salmon, and 20 boxes of ho-hos. I had a pack of lunch meat and a box of ho-hos. You expect me to perform like this? Don't you know I'm starving, folks?
Now, Kirstie, it's a scientific fact that the fatter you are, the stupider you are.
A scientific fact? That's like saying there's no scientific proof there's global warming. There's no science involved in that. It's just stereotyping. I mean, if there was no global warming, don't you think the Eskimos wouldn't be hunting whales in Antarctica? Eskimos are clearly hunting whales in Antarctica. So there is global warming. And fat people are not stupid. I bet some of the smartest people on earth were fat. Like a detective on that show. Yeah, he was pretty fat. And that lady on that other show. Fuck it. Fat people are smart. Anyways,
Kirstie, just look at this chart and eat a ding dong.
What the fuck is that chart even supposed to mean? It's not even labeled. That chart doesn't mean anything. It doesn't even make any sense. There's just 3 dumb lines on it. It's not scientific. It's not scientific at all. I'll tell you what's scientific. The day after tomorrow. It's based on pure scientific fact. The wolves are gonna invade New York. On boats, damn it. The wolves are going to invade on boats. We must all be prepared and blanket ourselves in newspapers.
That's because you're fat. If you were skinny, you'd understand the chart.
No one in their right mind would ever understand that chart. No one at all. Not even the wolves. Not even Batman. You know, I tried out for Batman. I got stuck in the Batmobile. And then I lost the wheel. And they kept making fun of me because the Joker got away. Devin, I don't find the Joker getting away funny. He is a homicidal maniac. He's terrorized Gotham for years. I have to stop him, Devin, before any more lives are lost.
Okay, Kirstie, why don't we talk about something else? How about Cheers?
Well, Devin, it was wonderful to be on Cheers. Absolutely wonderful. I worked all sorts of guest star roles. And regulars like Ted and Casey, Kelsey, Kirstie. It started with a K, like the Kingpin. Devin, did I tell you about the time I tried out for Daredevil? Yeah. Instead, they hired Ben Affleck. They said he was more manly than I was, Devin. Can you believe that? More manly than Kirstie Alley. I could have been Daredevil, Devin. I could have been Daredevil. The Kingpin wouldn't have stood a chance against me.
Now, you replaced Diane as the female lead on that show.
Well, Devin, it was wonderful to be on Cheers. Absolutely wonderful. I worked all sorts of guest star roles. And regulars like Ted and Casey, Kelsey, Kirstie. It started with a K, like the Kingpin. Devin, did I tell you about the time I tried out for Daredevil? Yeah. Instead, they hired Ben Affleck. They said he was more manly than I was, Devin. Can you believe that? More manly than Kirstie Alley. I could have been Daredevil, Devin. I could have been Daredevil. The Kingpin wouldn't have stood a chance against me.
Now, don't you think Shelley Long could have played it better?
Who cares about Shelley Long? No one even remembers her name. If you ask 100 people on the street who Shelley Long is, 200 of them would tell you they don't know who Kelsey Grammer is, Devin. Or Shelley Long. But Little Debbie, everyone knows who Little Debbie is, Devin. Everyone. Speaking of Little Debbies, I always keep a few hidden under my fat rolls, just in case. God, this interview's going long. Is there a pizza place that delivers here? I mean, I guess I could eat what those bums are eating fishing out of that trash can. It looked like it might have been good. You know there's a lot of trash cans around your studio, Devin. There were a lot of trash cans on Cheers earlier. After late tapings of Cheers, Devin, I'd often go out and get a snack. They didn't provide catering. Well, at least after I started, they didn't provide catering. Something about the budget exploding exponentially. Devin, are you implying I'm fat? Or drunk? Or fat and drunk? I am neither fat nor drunk, Devin. I'm a perfectly respectable weight. And I don't like the implications of being compared to George Lopez. What's the next question?
Really? Because it says right here that the ratings went down when you joined the cast.
Now, Devin, that's not initially true at all. I was dipped in chocolate once, and then ratings went up. Everyone wanted to remember me. And then Cheers came along. God, I hated that show. What was that Italian midget's name? You know, the one married to the other Italian midget? Fuck, I hate Italians. And supervillains. I hate Italians and supervillains. Especially Italian supervillains. Like the Alfredo. My arch nemesis. So yeah, Italians. You got lasagna? I remember somewhere in my contract it calling for lasagna. God, I don't like Mondays.
So, let's talk about the Look Who's Talking movies.
God, I don't want to talk about Look Who's Talking. That baby was a pain to work with. Do you know how many babies I strangled during the filming of that movie? You know, all they would have had to tell me was there was no caramel in the babies. We would have went through like at least 5 fewer babies. Just tell me there's no caramel inside. Those producers. Speaking of producers, where's yours with my takeout? Bastards. I'm Kirstie Alley. I played in a number of movies. I had a hit TV show with me as the star, and then that fat bitch stole my commercial. Fat bitch. I could have been hot in Cleveland. I would have punched Betty White in her face. What's so good about Betty White anyways? If I was fucking... Just because you live to 80 doesn't mean you're a good actor. It just means you won't fucking die. Bastards.
You played a professional accountant who gets knocked up by her boss. And,
Married a taxi driver.
well, that's about it. You're kind of a whore in those movies.
Yeah, that's the premise of the movie. Yes, it. I was a businesswoman. I got pregnant. There was a dog. Worked with John Travolta. There's like 4 of them. It was good. But I have to reiterate, intermarate. No caramel and babies. False advertising. Baby caramel. Yeah, no caramel and babies.
Yeah, I think Shelley Long could have played that role better.
Yeah, Shelley Long again. What is it with you, Shelley Long, Kirstie Alley, Dennis Hopper, that guy who played that Mexican in that movie about the guy who played football with drinking water? I don't understand any of it. What did the desert have to do with it? It didn't make any sense. What does the desert have to do with football? What does a Mexican have to do with water? Everyone knows when you're in Mexico you can't drink the water. Why was Adam Sandler even in that movie? And what was up with the lady with the alligator?
It's not my fault she's funnier than you, and better looking, and has better comedic timing, and has a better voice, and better legs, and better hair, and better...
You better shut up. Because I have heard words out of your mouth for far too long. I want ham now.
Now, I know we can't finish this interview without us talking about Lieutenant Saavik.
Star Trek, it's a good movie. It's got a guy named Kirk and that bastard Spock. Fucking hate him as he goes through the galaxy. That lying bastard needs shot. If you haven't noticed, I don't like Leonard Nimoy. He's an asshole. Stop staring at me like that. I know you want me. Sexual harassment.
Which is a part you left after one movie and was replaced by an even worse actress than you are, Robin Curtis.
Bacon.
I bet Shelley Long could have played that part better.
Shelley Long was a great actor. I respect him dearly. Just because we had a one-night stand 8 years ago in Paris, that is no reason for you to make fun of his genitalia. You probably don't even have genitalia. You're probably a smurf. That's right. I went there. It's like calling a black person a nigger. Calling you a smurf. Fucking smurf.
Well, I'm just saying, she could have easily played a Vulcan. And she would have been the best Vulcan ever. I mean, that was a role Shelley Long was born to play.
She was... gotta go. There's pork. Smell it. Must find it. So, Kirstie Alley away. Kirstie Alley away.
Well, this has been Famous Interviews with Famous People. See you next time.
Sexy Vulcan!